they played extremely well. One loss, that was a shootout against Oregon. That was a game that they had a late lead, gave it up late, and it was a wild affair in Eugene. So that's certainly no shame in losing that game against, I believe that was in Eugene.
It was in Pullman.
It was in Pullman. Okay, that's right. Renard Bell had a big game this past weekend against Cal. They held Cal to 9 points. Of course, the early big season win in Wisconsin doesn't look as great, but still, man, this is a good football team. Cam Ward had a big night against the Golden Bears as well. 343 through the air. He did throw 2 picks against 3 touchdowns. Nakia Watson, the Wisconsin transfer, led them on the ground, but they certainly go to the air most of the time. In a game that they had a 3-score lead, they still threw it 40 and ran at 25. So as you look at the challenge against Washington State, what stands out? It's got to start with one Cam Ward.
It certainly does. And so, I'm curious to see how Washington State attacks USC's defense, because it is a pass-first offense, but yet pass defense is really where USC has been okay. I mean, I'm not going to say spectacular, but it's been decent, and that rush defense is really USC's Achilles heel. So in that sense, it might be a compatible matchup. But Cam Ward is extremely athletic, and he like Caleb Williams, like Jaden Delora at Arizona, there will be several plays in each game where he makes a throw that not many quarterbacks can make. The thing with Cam Ward is that he'll also make a few what the heck kind of throws. He'll make a few really bad plays, like the pick 6 that he threw against Oregon, which sealed that game, sealing Washington State's defeat against the Ducks. So the thing is, though, if Cam Ward doesn't make those mistakes, if he doesn't make that handful of bad throws, what's USC going to do? Can USC contain this very explosive, dynamic quarterback who is not a polished product, but he has the raw potential? Like, you can see what Cam Ward can become. So what happens then? Can USC continue its pattern of getting red zone stops, of having that bend, don't break mentality, of having the ability to not give up? We still haven't seen it. We still have not seen an opponent hit USC for a 50, 60, 75-yard touchdown pass. So, the Trojans have been good in that regard. That's why Mekhi Blackman is such a central, important player on this defense, that he's going to take away half the field. He's going to hold up one-on-one on an island. And so, I imagine that Washington State is going to try and throw a lot of short passes to make the game easy for Cam Ward, and also to basically serve as, long extended handoffs and a form of ball control offense. It's going to be a lot like what Jeff Brom does at Purdue. They're going to throw a ton of passes, but mostly short. But that's like both a ball control offense and a scoring offense at the same time. It blends really the two goals of offense, to keep the ball and score. I imagine Washington State's going to do that. And if that's the case, we're going to see like former USC safety Talanoa Hufanga. He intercepted Matt Stafford on Monday Night Football just before we came on air, for a pick 6. And that's film study. And so we need to see current USC players study film and try maybe jump a route, get a pick 6 on Cam Ward. If they can get something like that, boy, that is a whole lot of leverage in this game, looking at the matchup between USC's defense and Washington State's offense.